How's it going? Okay, I've been sent this product by PROIRON. Now I did have problems pronouncing the name when I was reading it in my mind. I looked at it going, PROIRON? PROIRON? And I went, it's PROIRON. Duh! It's funny how when you kind of read things in your mind and not out loud, your brain can't seem to get it. Anyway, it's PROIRON. And it's a resistance band set. Now, I've been sent this free of charge, so it is kind of a sponsored video. However, I will be giving my unbiased opinion, I can promise you that. I won't, ruin the integrity of this channel by giving fake reviews so I can get free stuff, like some other channels do. Mention no names. Come here. Do you want a genuine title? Absolutely genuine, yeah. And you get a plot of land. You can even build a house on it. Or you can get these real Japanese steel knives for lots of money. Japanese steel, you know it. So let's get it open and have a look and see how good it is. So what have we got? We got the little sort of booklet here. Gives you some training advice on what to do there. Fitness tips, body fat measurements, BMI, which body water comparison. And it's saying how often you should work out, things like that. It tells you what's in the pack here and the assembly instructions. Now, I mean, it's pretty straightforward how to assemble it. And I'm glad it is, because the assembly instructions aren't the best. You've got your two handles here, two handle grips. You've got your door stop, which goes over the door, obviously to hang over the door so you can use it from the door frame. Carabiner clips, and I must say, good quality carabiner clips. Ankle straps and the bands themselves, plus a nice little carry case so you can chuck it in there and pop it in the cupboard. Look, it's not the best carry case in the world. You know, what you're expecting for 20 odd quid. But good price too, actually. I mean, I've got a set already, which I bought, probably a year or so back. And they were about the same price these are going for. And I will say, these are probably a little bit better quality. They've got these little plastic covers here to save wear and tear when they're attached to the door or whatever. They're covered in like a cord, like an elastic cord, which normally the cheaper ones aren't. I think that kind of makes it stronger. And if you look here, so it's stranded elastic. And if I just show you my original ones, it's just a tube, which probably isn't as strong, I'd imagine anyway. And I think the banded elastic was going to last a little bit longer. And you've got a nice cover which goes over it there. Also, what I want to show you is that if you look at the comparison of the other ones, my original ones, you can see that this set is actually a little bit better quality. Now, one thing used to do my nut was, see that? Look, it always used to come out of there and end up the other way around. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. You can see that it's just much better made and a stronger fabric. So I can't see that actually doing it like that does. Also, the handle's a bit bigger, so it's better for your hands, a little bit thicker. Carabiner clips, look at them little things. What's that about? Nah, you can see the difference, look at that. Okay. And then again, I have carabiner clips here, and it's a little rubber door stop on my original ones. And you can see that, again, this is bigger and better quality. It's going to hold onto the door a lot better than that will. You've got about 100 pounds of resistance, which is about 45 kilos. Not a huge amount, but, you know, like I said, I've said in my previous videos, you can increase rep range, you can slow your reps down, time and attention, make sure you're really focusing on that eccentric range of the movement. So let's get them set up on the door and see how they work out. I've got them up on the door now. and just loop that over. Make sure when you put them on the door that you do it where the door closes in and you've got these surrounds here. You don't really want to have it on the other side because you've got this frame supporting it. If you have it on the other side, you've only got the lat supporting it. So always make sure it's on the side where you've got this beading going around the door. Now, I didn't quite understand what these plastic strips were for on the actual bands, but now I get it. It's to stop wear and tear on the band. So unlike my previous kit where it had a carabiner clip on each end, this one actually loops through the door holder. So in essence, you've got double the amount of resistance. Rather than having 3 going this way and 3 going that way, you've got them all looped over, and it actually makes it a little bit stronger, which I'll demonstrate in a second. The only thing I will say is it's flipping fiddly as anything trying to get this all through there with these plastic bits so they rest over there centrally. So I did find that a bit of a ball ache, but look, it wasn't that much. It took me 5 minutes. So, but it was a little bit fiddly getting them all through and then clipping them in to the carabiner clips on the end here with the handles. So let me demonstrate what I mean when I said you get twice as much resistance by having them looped this way. So I can see the benefit of doing it this way rather than having 2 sets of carabiner clips. So this is supposed to be 45 kilos, 100 pounds. Just let me show you something, okay? I can't even move them a few inches. So what I'm gonna have to do is unclip maybe 1 or possibly 2 of the bands to be able to do some chest presses to demonstrate. So essentially, you've almost doubled the resistance, even though it says it's 100 pounds or 45 kilos, it's probably more like 90 kilos. So there you go. I've just unclipped a couple just to decrease the resistance a little bit. So now I'm able to do a decent chest press. That's better. Now I can get some extension on it. Go straight from there into a back row. So there's numerous exercises you can do with it on or off the door. You can do a bicep curl, tricep extension, squats, lunges, side lateral raises. You name it, it's endless. So what are the pros to having resistance bands over, say, a set of weights? With weights, you've got the discs, the dumbbells, the barbells. You've got maybe a bench. Takes up a lot of space and a lot of room. This takes up hardly any space. You just chuck it in the bag, chuck it in your cupboard, boom, job done. Also, cost. I mean, this is, I think at the moment, 20 quid on sale. So the cost is way cheaper than getting a set of dumbbells and barbells and a bench if you had to. You're talking hundreds of pounds. Secondly, they're very portable. You can take them anywhere you want. You can pack them in a suitcase. You could try packing your dumbbells and your barbells in a suitcase, but I don't think you're going to get them through customs here. So how much is that? 400 quid, please. So they're extremely portable if you want to take them around with you. If you're going on a business trip or going away on holiday, wallop, there you go. You can just put them in your case, not that heavy. Also, they're very easy on the joints, way easier than, say, resistance training with weights. So if you're recovering from an injury, or like me, you get into your 50s now and you've got a few joint problems and you can't really do weights without aching and being sore afterwards, then resistance bands are ideal. They've also been shown to increase muscle mass or gain hypertrophy by using resistance bands. Not quite as much as by doing traditional weight training, but I'll come to that in a second. So what are the potential cons of it? Well, I've already mentioned it. You can build muscle with these, but you're not going to build as much muscle as, say, doing traditional weight training. But you still can build some decent muscle with these. Now, you can overcome this and have best of both worlds by using something like a bull worker. So if you combine, say, a bull worker and a resistance training into your workout regimen, you're kind of getting best of both worlds, and you still don't have to use weights. And if you're saying, well, what about my joints? A bull worker, because it uses a shorter range of movement and isometric holds, is much easier on the joints as resistance bands. So what are my final thoughts on the PROIRON resistance band kit? Well, I'm very pro resistance bands. I think they are a really good thing. And I have to say, out of all the resistance band kits I've owned, and I've had a few, this is probably one of the better made ones I've seen. But for me personally, and it's only my personal preference, where are they? I much prefer to use these ones, where it's just the solid loop ones. I feel they're just easier and less faff. I do find with this type, there is a lot of faff involved. However, if you are going to get this type, and there's nothing wrong with this type, because again, it's personal preference, I would recommend the PROIRONs, because they are really well made. But my personal preference is this type of resistance band. You can just hook over a door, take it anywhere with you, and you can get these in different resistances, just a little less faff. So if you want to use these hanging from the door, and maybe buy some of these, because even if you buy these and these, it's still way cheaper than weights. So if you want to buy these just hanging from the door, and buy these just for other little bits you want to do around the house or whatever, then by all means do. There'll be a link in the description box below where you can buy these PROIRON resistance band kit, and also there's a discount code there where you get 5%, an extra 5% discount as well. So cheapest chips really for what you get. Real bargain. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, why haven't you? Come on, get on with it. And I'll catch you in the next one.